Good morning, afternoon, and or evening. My name is Derek, Professor Silly Gaming, and I have moved locations to a different part of my house. So I'm sitting so much closer to my screen, which is a much smaller screen, but it's closer. I'm way closer to my computer. I've got natural light up above me, and everything works. So yay. So yay for that. I'm playing Starfield. I spun the wheel. The wheel did not say Starfield, but I overrode that. This is not the load I want, because I was doing a thing. All those are well after the fact. All right, let's go back to this quick save right here. Oh, that's level 46. 1237. Yeah, I think that may be about right. I may be repeating some of this quest by going back to this save, but I got lost during this mission, and I couldn't figure out how to get out of it. So yeah, it was the answer was right there. Oh no, this is way back. Okay, never mind. That's way further back than I want to go. So let's do this one right here. Oh yeah, that's like 3 hours difference. Yeah, never mind. What? Oh. There we go. One moment. Yeah, this looks close. Hold on, I'm just tagging my drink. Where'd it go? Was it no longer available? I mean, technically, okay. Yeah. In that case, I could change with flavor I'm getting next month of my favorite drink. Someone even asked me, like, what's your favorite go-to drink? I'm like a daily go-to drink? And they're like, no, your favorite cocktail. I'm like, oh, that's not daily. That's not a daily thing. especially when I am in this phase of my diet. All right, so let's see. This is further back than where I was. So I want to... The room I was stuck in before... Well, this is almost too bright in here. I'm just going to backtrack a little bit so that if somebody is like following... Oh, am I poisoned? I am poisoned. Okay. Let's take care of that real quick. I thought that noise meant that I was hungry. Do I have snake juice? That's not what it's called. Snake oil. Got one more dose. Okay. So yeah, that final room that I was in, there was just a hole in the wall. Is how I had to do it. And then from there, it's been very linear ever since, hitting these distortions. So, sorry about that. I might need to get some sunglasses. I'm not used to having this open window right here, just on the other side of the screen. Also, the screen's a little bit low. I ordered a new chair as well. That should be way more comfortable. Yeah, I killed all of these. And I'm basically at the end of this quest. Now, got two realities. We got the broken reality, where the explosion happened down here. Well, not the explosion. We got the broken reality where the sensors that keep the scorpion things away is broken. So all the scorpions have invaded, turning it into that creepy alien-esque reality with the one survivor. And then we got this reality. Oh yeah, this screen just isn't as bright. That's part of the issue, because that pop-up at the bottom didn't look normal to me. We have this reality where they contained the explosion to only kill the one guy, but everybody else is alive. And basically, whichever one I choose to do stuff in is the one that's going to be the reality in this reality. But this is the only one with the door open. So I think I've killed everything in here, but I want to switch to the other side. That said, I'd very much like to do it someplace where I'm not going to get shot by every single security laser. So maybe down here would be good. Can I go lower than this? If I can start at the bottom and work my way up, that would be better. Yeah, that's going to be the way out. All right. Let's do that. Currently hidden. Okay, there's a camera. Let's take that out. Nope, 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 we've been spotted. That's too far away. That's too far away. Shit, 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 shit. Yeah, solar flare is what I want. Nope, solar flare. Yes. Get back here. Come down here where I can punch you without getting hit by all the lasers. Oh shit. Watch that health. Okay, you done? Nope.
I am unable. Repair not possible.
Okay, watch that health.
My
Alright, now I'm getting hit by all the lasers. Okay, I want to stay down here. Draw them in.
I catastrophic damage.
Okay. I feel like I missed twice. And I'm getting hit again. Okay. Once I get... ah, shit. I was trying to do the solar flare, but...
Massive damage.
The downside of being in here, in my library, is that we have a cat wheel. And my ginger cat, Sammy, is very happily wanting to be in the room with me. And so if you hear that noise, that is the cat wheel, him running, and he's right back into it again. Are you the fastest little ginger cat ever? He's so happy. I hardly ever spend time in here, so it's going to be interesting streaming from in here instead. Okay. The laser turrets are still up and running, but that's why I started down here. Now I can take those out. Like that. One of the advantages of being starborn. Well, I'm not starborn yet, but getting those powers. I may have to lock the wheel down when I'm streaming. If it gets annoying, let me know in the chat. Because I can lock it. He won't be happy about that. Okay. Just get out of the way of that one. Oh, there's another robot. Okay, there's one up there. Once I get eyes on where exactly it is, we can... Nope, it's still hitting me. Oh, it was right there. The funny thing is, and I did complete this quest, and then I was like, no, I need to like do it on stream, because I've been really adamant about doing all this story stuff on stream. So if anybody wants to go back and watch all of them, they can do that. Another one?
I am unable. Repair not possible.
Sam. He's laser focused on running on the treadmill. This is the most he's used it, I think, in probably months. He just wants to be near me. I think he actually wants to be up in my lap, but That's not really going to happen in these tight conditions. Okay, where's the other one? Down. Below me. Okay. No, it's not that way, though. Well, how do I get down there? Can I slip through here? Certainly can. All right. And now I need to turn off the thingy, which is right here. What, buddy? Hi, are you tiring yourself out? Yes, we are selecting this reality. This is another trolley problem mission here in Starfield. Do I save the one person at the sacrifice of everybody else, or do I save everybody else at the sacrifice of the one person? You still up? Shouldn't security be done? Oh shit.
Catastrophic damage.
Yeah, I bet. Quit shooting me. Okay. Grab it. Grab it. Now, when I get the new chair, I'll be able to lower it down just a little bit. This one is not adjustable. The next one that I'm getting that's more cushiony and has lumbar support will be adjustable. So I can lower this down just a little bit.
Security incident resolved. The security
Adjust the camera slightly.
has been terminated.
And it's going to be so much more comfortable in here. As it is, this chair is more comfortable than the folding chair I was using in the living room or sitting on the couch. So even without the chair that's arriving on Saturday, this is just a much more comfortable setup. I was mainly concerned on whether my internet was going to be good, my Wi-Fi was going to be good enough to be from in here, because I'm about as far away from my Wi-Fi in my house as I can be. But it seems to be holding up just fine. Looking at the stream health, it says excellent. So I'd already put into motion getting a hotspot from my wife's employment, but I don't think we need it.
Ah, there you are. Welcome back. Ethan,
Yeah.
how are we doing?
Research levels back online. Definitely some damage, but it could be a lot worse. We will have to replace a few robots.
Yes, you will.
Yes, well, that's a small price to pay, all things considered.
I agree.
This is a lot to take in. Artifacts, multiple universes.
Look on the bright side, dear. Just imagine the papers you'll publish.
If anyone even believes this.
I am curious, though. Why did you decide to stay here, with us?
In the other universe, you were all dead. No, Raphael died to save you, and I wanted to honor that.
Of course. I'll make sure the consortium remembers his sacrifice.
Yes, he
Our
was a hero.
next supply ship will be arriving soon. I'll have a full report ready for them. For now, I'd like to extend our gratitude and what compensation I can offer for everything we put you through. Thank you. This has been a truly remarkable experience.
But did the other reality just disappear, or did it just branch and I'm in this universe, not that universe? I think that makes more sense to me. Otherwise, you're sacrificing an entire universe. So you're sacrificing presumably like an infinite number of lives, really, for another infinite number of lives. That's way heavier to think about. Okay. Now, we got some stuff out of that. And the sad thing is, and I've already obviously looked at this, is that both the spacesuits they gave me are better than my Mantis suit. So that's a little embarrassing. I don't know why, how or why they gave me the superior constellation spacesuit, but that's one of the rewards I got. But then, yeah, I got this one that's also just better. Yeah, the coloration on this screen that I'm using, it's not coming through because the stream's coming out before it goes into this monitor. I got this monitor when I was overseas. It's not a brand that's even available in the Western world. And yeah, the color on it is definitely inferior. I'll need to play around, see if I can fix that. All right, so we're still waiting. 4 UT days. So unearth, go to the Nova Galactic Research Station. That is next. And I think that's all really we've got. So set course. I cannot fast travel from this location. But we did set the course, right? Okay. Presumably. Double check that. No, I did not set it. Did not set it. There we go. There we go. Now I know where I'm going. I mean, I suppose I could read signs. There is an exit sign right there, but you know, we get lazy with our gameplay and want to be handheld to the next location. You know, that's one thing I liked about. I think it was Fable 3, and I'm looking forward to the next Fable game that's going to come out. But I liked in Fable 3 you could turn. It was either 2 or 3. I think it was 3. You could turn the thing on or off, the pathing to the next, to the quest objective. And I think that's a really nice feature. I wish more games had that. So that if you want to be really immersed and really have to like think and pay attention, you can do that. And if you want to just, you know, play faster. Did I hear another one? Yeah. Terramorphs. Baby Terramorphs. You know, if you want to turn it on or turn it off, you can just do that. And that's nice. You might be able to do that in here. They added a lot of features. I also watched the videos for all the features that are coming out in the update, and I like what I'm seeing. As far as flying between planets within a system.
It is good to be back in our own ship.
Agreed. Did you want to... Oh, where is it?
For a
There you are.
moment?
Yes, Andreja. I was hoping you'd want to talk
Yes.
for a bit.
I have something I wanted to say,
Oh boy.
but I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
Yeah, well, you never know. I might gasp in horror. I might, you know, plant a kiss on there. I don't know. The only thing that matters to me is that I know. I don't like really any of these choices. I'm going to go with this one.
I am reluctant to put that to the test,
Yeah, well.
but it is necessary that we are honest with each other.
Yeah, I know.
I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why.
Okay,
The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth.
sure.
I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering.
I mean,
What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun. My people. My family.
if I hadn't already done Shattered Space and all of that, then this would, you know, then maybe like, oh, so you're a member of that cult, or House Varun. What's that? Like, considering where we are in the story, some of these might make sense, but as it is, none of these really make sense. I'm going to go with this first one.
I am not joking.
I'm thinking.
I was born in the great city of Dazra. and raised with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age.
Sure.
I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the great serpent and his inevitable return.
I mean, you don't see it because of the green screen, but I have a print on my wall here in my library of. Actually, I've got a couple. It's not the Great Serpent, but it's very similar. I joined House Varun, and you didn't tell me. There we go. That's.
I know, and I am sorry for that. I have strict orders to keep it secret.
Was it secret? Maybe it was.
There is a reason
And
I'm only just telling you
And
now.
I know it because I played it so many times.
Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun's space. Speaking only of exploration. I was sent to
Hey,
infiltrate Constellation,
Nexus
posing as a
Vortex.
former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
Nexus is greater than Vortex is greater than Lutz. Makes red violet. C. San Fran Bridge violet. Okay. Hi, Roller. I don't 100% understand what you're saying, or what it is a reference to, but welcome nonetheless. That makes you an undercover. I've always wanted to meet a spy. Yeah, we'll keep it light.
I am pleased to have fulfilled that wish for you, I suppose.
Sure.
But certainly not everyone shares that view. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me.
That just seems stupidly cocky and self-centered to go with that stealth one. That must have been a surprise.
Quite an understatement.
Bet.
I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council. The penalty would be severe.
If I get new batteries in this remote, maybe I could affect the color on my TV. My monitor just looks very washed out. I'm guessing you haven't told anyone else about this.
You are now the third person within Constellation to know.
That's cool.
You and I have spent so much time together.
Yeah, well.
It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
I feel like Andreja is more of a Talia Al Ghul than a Selena Kyle in a lot of ways. You're still just Andreja as far as I'm concerned.
You have no idea what a relief that is.
You know.
Thank you for trusting me.
You know.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
You want to speak some more? I'm going to take a nap first, and then we'll talk some more. And I'm malnourished and thirsty.
You're awake.
Eat some veal, drink some coffee.
Compulsion that leads you to... So, we finally have all the answers.
She did want to talk more.
And yet here I stand, feeling like I understand even less than I did before. This talk of the unity of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply too much.
The artifacts, the powers, the starborn, it all seems to add up.
Does it?
Huh?
Perhaps you find all this satisfactory, but I am afraid I do not. We
Sorry.
must take the word of a murderer and follow him into the Unity? What if it does nothing the Starborn have claimed?
With all that we've seen, all that we've been through, this just feels true.
So you would just step into this Unity based on what? Feelings?
Yes.
You have no idea what will happen if you do.
I
None
kinda
at
do.
all.
I kind of do. I kind of do because I played the game before. it's okay to be scared. This is a huge leap.
Even if everything the Starborn have said is true, if you pass into this unity and come out in some other universe, look at who they are, and what they have become. They have the faces and voices of people you know, but are nothing like them. Are you not at all worried that the same fate would befall you? That you would become someone unrecognizable to the rest of us?
I mean, I understand what she's saying, but it's the game. It's the storyline. We got to do it.
Yes, I know. I can see it in your eyes. For your sake, I will try not to imagine the worst.
Yes.
Focus on the positives instead.
Yes.
But you must understand that I do not find this easy. We should get back to it.
Okay.
Now that we know what to work towards, there's no time to waste.
Sounds good. All right. Okay. Now they're kind of in my way. Right, into the pilot seat. All right, set course. Unexplored route. Set course. You have not explored every system along this route. Okay, well. Out of fuel range. That, Did that creation activate? I added a creation in anticipation of the next game, the next playthrough, but I thought I turned it off. But hey, if it turned on, I just got to jump multiple times to get there. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, set course. All right, just had to break it in two. The creation that I was planning on having activate next time, the reason I'm using that one, it doesn't turn off achievements. Two, it is a form of survival where if one dies in the game, you doesn't just reload the last save, it actually takes you back to the beginning of that universe to start that universe over. So it's kind of like a you only live once, except it's the Starborn, so it's still you live infinity. You got to be really careful, because if you die, you're starting that whole universe over again, which is kind of cool. And it makes more sense in terms of lore, in terms of what happens to all the other Starborn. I think it makes more sense. Or same thing, if whichever Starborn makes it to the Unity, all the other Starborn start that universe over again, or start a universe over again, without gaining any of the power that the Unity would have given them. All right, exit. But it also, the other change is that you have actual fuel to worry about with your ship. All right, we're on the moon. La Luna. And we have no sound because there's no atmosphere. Can I drive under this thing?
Impressive that
Yeah.
such an old structure would be in this shape after over 100 years.
Okay, get ourselves over here to the airlock. Where's the Earth? What the hell's that? Yeah, we're on Luna. Moon of Earth. Oh, weird. It's showing everything else is like super weirdly close, even though there really shouldn't be that close. Weird. Okay. So sun's up there. Yeah, sun's right there. All right, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to try not to overthink it. Okay. Voltaire. Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for the use in Project Prism. Yes, it's amusing to see how many decimal points of pi it can calculate. Play the recording on the roof. No? Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, Master Lock. I can't not. Okay, the coloration on the screen is really wacky here. But looks like this works on the outer or inner, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 4 and a 1 would work. That also works on the second tier. Let's look at the other 4s. And the 3s. That 3 works. All right, let's go with this one for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need a 4 and a 3. And this 4 does work. Is there a 3 that's going to work with that? Yeah, the 4th one. Top row, far right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, if one of these 4s actually works, it'd be great, but no. In that case, I would need to use a 3 and a 1. Ooh, both of those 3s work. If it's this one, it goes right there. That one also works on the inside. This one doesn't. I'm going to go with this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 4 does. And this 3 does. All right, there we go. Yes, yes, yes. sure. And then we'll leave the rest. Alright, this was not how I get to the roof. Back outside. That works too. Staircase it is.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Volterra?
No changes since we uploaded the last
Some of the
figures
earliest
yesterday.
space
It's a
flights
clean
were
shot
likely
from here to
coordinated
June.
from here.
One day the computer will be on
Yeah.
Strange
spaceship.
to be
Yeah.
standing on such a unique bit of
One
history.
miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5,
There you are.
4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
NASA access code added. All right, go to NASA. Yep. Now, I've never really explored like all the other parts of Earth. I mean, you can kind of see like that's India. So kind of hard to see, but that would be Alaska. That's the mountain, the Rocky Mountains there, it looks like. So this is roughly Florida. I mean, kind of want to like come to Colorado. Check out the sandy desert that is now Colorado, but nah, we can go to where we're supposed to go. Did I just go to Colorado, or did I accidentally go to Colorado instead of Florida? I think I might have. Yes, I did. Okay, let's go to NASA. Colorado. Well, let's just go to Tahiti then. Why don't we? All right. Yeah, we're in our suit, so we can just hop out. Oops. Whee! Whoa! There it is. Can't hear the thrusters,
To
so...
think that towers like this were once absolutely essential to ensuring our survival. And now here they are, buried and forgotten.
True. Okay. NASA Launch Tower. I definitely remember this.
Perhaps an elevator will allow us to access what lies beneath all this dust.
No? There might have been an easier way to do that, but you know what? Too bad. Yeah, this is... So I'm far enough into the game now where, like, looting just doesn't seem like nearly as pressing. Because I'm so close to the end of the game at this point. Am I even going to necessarily get a chance to sell it? Sell all the stuff I loot? So at a certain point, the game just automatically becomes more of a more of a speed run.
I promise not to laugh if you need to jump up and down to stay warm.
She's getting more and more flirty, but oops. Yep. Oh. Make sure my boost is all the way up. Nope, I just can't quite make that jump at all. Yeah, it's not that. All right. I remember the first time I made it to this far in the game, I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out how to get up there that time as well. Oh, look, stairs. But they don't really go anywhere except up to here. But more stairs. Okay, see? Stairs are good. Oop. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're making gravy.
Would not have been done if the ship had not meant to launch. A shame.
Find a way inside. Power required. There we go. That works. Ah. Single button on the far wall. That's not usually how elevators are set up, but... yeah, I have been using the flashlight. Thank you, game, though, for the reminder.
Whoever once used this room probably never could have imagined all that has happened since it was built.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of things, really. Launch procedures. Okay. Access station log. There we go.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military.
So they found an
Everything
artifact.
back station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to to see what is going on. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team.
But the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
As one does. Okay, well that's blocked.
It would seem there is more here to explore. Shall we?
Oh, we shall.
NASA was very proud of all that it accomplished. I suppose they had a right to be.
Yeah. Yep, NASA was pretty cool. But they've been like severely defunded lately, haven't they? Astronomy was my first intellectual passion. So the idea that NASA getting defunded, like, I find very sad.
I just don't understand where these calculations of atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty...
All right, they're all talking at
That's
once.
not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
Looks like
I
early
have
testing
been
for
trusting you.
planetary habitats.
We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall,
The
guessing
looks
nothing.
on their faces
And you
as
keep
if it
coming
shows
up with
them
something
all
new
that
to
we have
try.
learned.
Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry,
This
Judith.
facility covered quite a range of
Look,
disciplines.
not here,
I
okay?
must not been kind to it.
Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Something wonderful. To quote Dave from 2010, not a Space Odyssey, because that was 2001, but the sequel, 2010. Something's going to happen. What's going to happen? Something wonderful. But in this case, it really wasn't that wonderful because it destroyed the Earth. But destroying the Earth means that humanity became a spacefaring race. So
Throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a 4 and a 2 would work. There's only one 4, and that doesn't work on the outside. So a 3 and a 3 would work. There's that 3. But I don't see another 3 that works with that one. This one doesn't work on all that side. This one also works there, and that works with the one in the upper right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, a 4 and a 2. But that 4 is only going to work on the inside. So a 3 and a 3. That works there. And it looks like that would work with this one here, right? There we go. All right, if the 4 is going to work, I feel like we got to use it. And then, yeah, this 3 right here.
Your skill with logs is admirable.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost as if that's like one of my favorite things about any game is puzzles. I actually have multiple puzzle games on my phone that I do on a daily basis. First thing when I wake up. First thing when I wake up in the morning, I do a handful of puzzles. I justify it by saying that that's a way of like staving off like some of the like worst kind of like medical ailments, like Alzheimer's and things like that. I've never made a video about it, but Marvel Puzzle Quest is a game I've been playing for years on my phone. Haven't always been a daily player of that, but more often than not. I do play it every day now. For at least a little bit. No direct path seen, but I'm going to come down here. Oh, am I over encumbered? Oh, yeah. Andresia, honey.
What did you need?
Honey pie.
I've never been one to shy away from shouldering my share of a heavy load.
Honey pie. I'm not going to sing the rest of that song, because it's Beatles and it'll get me in trouble. Alright, what am I carrying that's heavy? Well, the Superior Constellation suit. Well, I'm carrying definitely weapons I should have put in my... I should definitely have put in the ship. When did I get up all these weapons? Crazy. All right. Give her all the heavy stuff. Okay, there's the receptacle. We just need like a battery thingy, like right there. I forget why I need to be here. I mean, it's cool that we learned the story about like what happened to Earth, but I forget why the Starborn insists that I come here. I mean, surely, I mean... I mean, it's not really death if they're just robots. But security's operating, that's impressive. Let this robot come to me.
Hostiles engage.
Where did they go? Find them!
I mean, he's right here. He didn't go far. I love that the...
There you are! You died today.
Boxing, neuro strikes, and all that stuff just works on robots, too. I can't knock him unconscious, but...
Your enemies might disagree.
Shit, I tried to punch it, but my fists weren't up. God damn it. There we go. I mean, it's not the smartest way to do it, but it works.
Do you think Vasco would see his likeness in this model?
Maybe. Alright, that needs power. It's so red over there, and it's so just all grays over here. And I'm sorry I keep mentioning it, but Yeah, when I'm done with the stream, I need to... The remote control is not very well labeled again because I didn't buy this in America. I bought it in the Philippines, and the buttons on the TV itself aren't marked. So it's a whole lot of trial and error to try to like change things about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took me a long time even to figure out how to get to HDMI. It's not a super intuitive like your average like Samsung TV or something like that. Okay, the 4s don't work. And there's 6, so I need a 3 and a 3. So we need to use this one. And we need to use this one. Good that they both work. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a 4 and a 2. That other 4 doesn't work. This one does. So it must be there. And then this must be here. Excuse me. Okay, there's where it goes. I didn't need to go through that doorway at all, did I? Well, yeah, because she must be talking about that one right there. All right, let's look at some nooks and crannies for a giant battery pack. I don't really need zero wire or sealant, but I'll always take another digit pick. I'm kind of running around and kind of looking around in a hodgepodge pattern. I'm very roughly going around in a circle. A digipick. Tissues. All right, maybe I take it a little bit slower. There's not a second level, is there? Not really. Got excited for a second, thought that might be it. There's so much clutter over here. Control rod is not it. Look in the garbage bins. I think my flashlight's really helping all that much. No, that's the control rod I was already looking at. That's another control rod. Okay, one moment. This is driving me a little bit crazy. I'm going to pause the game and let's see if I can figure out. Okay, that's source. I want to change the source. Where's the remote? If the remote's even going to work. Okay, that went away. So it's not that bottom button. Hey, there we go. Picture. Nope. That's volume. There's picture again. There we go. Mild, standard, dynamic looks a little better. That doesn't make any sense. The top button is going down, the bottom button is going up. Warm, cool, standard. You're not seeing any of this, probably. Yeah, let's try that. Color warm. That seems a little better. It's still not, the blacks are still not nearly as black as what you're seeing, but it's closer. Yeah, that's a little better. I'll play with that more later. This will work for now. I think I need the blacks on the screen to be more black. I suppose I can backtrack somewhat and find one like out here. I don't know if I want to backtrack that far. There were several when I first started this whole thing. I'm not sure if I can carry more than one at a time, but maybe I can. In which case, it might have been a mistake that I didn't grab several. If I pull this, was it going to close that door? No. Can't take it. All right, yeah, we may just be backtracking to at least here. Okay. That worked. Oh, that doesn't even require a thing. It's just a switch. Okay, well, I have an extra one now. I didn't need to do any of that. Derp. But I have an extra one now for when I next need it. So it's not all bad. Okay, it looks like... Ooh, hiccup. Looks like I need to go down there, but... Like it's mostly storage in here.
The scope of this facility is massive. I wonder how many knew how big it really was.
Double check to make sure I wasn't over encumbered again. I'm not. It's good. All right, computer. Security procedures. Check all badges. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjite tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals.
Okay.
It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years from manufacturing before we know what all the side effects of operating a trans through inventory and beyond.
All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the inside.
Knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
That works on the inside. Right there. It would need a 3 that is that one right there. Okay. So 1, 2 on the outside. But none of the 2s will work with that. So I got to use a couple of 1s. It's not a big deal. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Where did you learn to do that? I imagine it was not part of your training as a miner.
That's a good question. Ooh. I mean, what's the point of carrying a laser if you don't use it occasionally to go through a emergency cuttable wall? Oh, hello. We have no gravity. Y and B to go up and down. What did I see moving down there? Maybe nothing. Did I just take a shortcut? It's not 0 gravity because I'm drifting downward. It's just really low gravity. Except I can go up. Hard to say what's causing the downward drifting I was just experiencing. Okay, well, I was supposed to go something up there. Ooh, lock. Yay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the outside. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6. That 4 works on the inside, right about there. This 4 works on the inside, right about there. But that, there isn't a 2 that works with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it needs to be a 3 and a 3. There. And that works with this one. Okay, this 4 works, and that 2 will work with it. Like so. Another lock. I mean, I like the lock so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So presumably we need a 4 and a 3 on the inside. That fits right there. But there isn't a 3 that works with that. This also works on the outside. And there, yeah, is a 2 that works with this one. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need a 4 and a 3. And that 4 doesn't work, so this one has to be it. Like that. And then this one. Alright. Since there's a lock from both sides, is there anything in here that's useful other than just a shortcut? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we still need to go over there, so...
Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Alright. Prototype drive. Secure all loose objects. Access station logs. Oh, there's a bunch. 2149 through 2160. So 3 from 29, and then 1 that's like 11 years later.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects. Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching...
Hey, I recognize that voice.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter. You want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerance?
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from these satellites...
It's the grav drives.
It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. My name is Dr. Victor Isa.
There we go.
And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person.
I hear this voice and I just think, I'll even sell my sister. Just kidding.
I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music,
All right.
lifestyles evolving, and
So
what price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me.
he met a star-born version of himself.
Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
All right, there's gravity. Take the artifact. So yeah, there isn't there. That's why we're here. How do we get in there? I don't know if I can make it up there. I don't know if my jetpack is good enough for that. Oh, yeah, it is. All right, great. Bingo!
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Okay. Reactive shield then. Ready to punch my way through. Yeah, maybe. Knocked you the F out. What? What? Okay, I'll stop. We do have reactive shield, right? Okay. All right, this way. I think he got knocked out by just things bouncing off me. I mean, I don't know if I'd call them cowards. Okay, so we need power, huh? Check that. Follow the cords. Happen to have a cell already, but there's probably one in here, and I'm inclined to find it and grab it before we move on. So that I have a spare. Because having a spare is useful. No, maybe there's not one up here. All right, well, oh. Yep, right there. Grab it. Excellent. Someone need to go up here? Yep. I'm not going to not look at everything. Locked.
Shining brightly across all of space.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the outside. There's a single 4, and it does work. So that is probably true. And then that one right there. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 and 2. This 3 has to be used. Which means it's this one.
Expertly done. Let us see what was being protected.
Just the way out. Just going to use a scanner just to make sure I'm going the right way. Let me go this way? Yep. Okay. Go. Get back here. I'm not done with you yet.
You cannot beat me.
This is what I wanted with when I decided to play as Bruce Wayne. I want to just punch people out, punch them in the chest, and knock them unconscious. That's what I wanted. That's all I wanted.
You can't hope to win.
What was that, Mr. Invisible? Right. Up there. Oh, come on. We should have grabbed that, no problem. All right, well. Well, I could take these stairs then. Wait, where am I going? All right. Yeah, I can't use my starborn powers or my abilities when I'm in scan mode, so that's why I'm not just running through the entire thing in this mode. I'm turning it on and off so that if I come across no more starborn, I can quickly hit that power. Which will mitigate some of the damage I'm taking. Speaking of which... Ah, elevator. All right, she's coming. She'll catch up. What time is it? 1:45. talk to the emissary. Is he way down there? He is. And that's why I wanted at least one perk in Jetpack, is so I could do that. Because that's how Batman is that, to be just like jump off and then break one's fall on the way down.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel.
Indeed.
At the cost of Earth.
Indeed.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Ooh. I mean, if we didn't gain the ability to leave Earth in some other way, then the chances of a catastrophe wiping humanity out becomes almost inevitable. If we want to survive more than a few more centuries or millennia, we have to figure out interstellar travel and start populating space so that something happens to Earth, it doesn't wipe all of humanity out.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right?
No.
They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
Yes and no.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
So what they could and should have done is, instead of using the moon, they could have used Pluto or maybe Mars and use something further away from Earth so that it wouldn't have taken away Earth's atmosphere and leave Earth intact. That seems like that would have been a better choice. Once you get the ability to go someplace else, then you make that the launching point for all of the other stuff, leaving Earth pristine. Seems to me anyway. But in terms of what these two are saying, as far as the artifacts go, I agree with the emissary.
Join me, old friend. We can collect the final pieces together.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not his old friend, remember? You're from another universe. Don't try to manipulate him. Okay. I couldn't win you over on philosophy. How about pragmatism? I'm more powerful than the emissary. Than any other starborn. And you might not understand why, but I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna side with the emissary. I don't trust the hunter.
Thank you.
Well, can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple. We'll be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Stay for a moment.
Level up.
You must have questions about what happens next.
I mean, it's been a little bit. So are you coming with me?
I will meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We'll face what's there together.
Okay. Should I do anything to prepare?
There is a temple for every artifact. You should find as many as you can. You will need their power.
Cool. Level 48. Okay. That Andreja? That is Andreja. All right. But we want to get back to the Razorleaf. I keep wanting to call it the Razor Crest. And I saw there's a mod now to make this a Star Wars universe, which I'm not opposed to. It's not something I want to do right away, but like having Bruce Wayne in like a Star Wars kind of universe could be fun for one of the next Game Plus, one of the extra universes. I'm looking forward to using different creations in each new Game Plus, just to make each universe even more different. Okay. We are still, that didn't take any time at all. So we're still 4 UT days away from the service. But we have no other temples to look at the moment. Oh, 6 undiscovered temples. There are definitely more temples out there. So, to know where the temples are, I think we need to talk to Victor. This is the point in the game where I've always gotten impatient, and just been like, screw the other temples. I want to finish and get through. That's true in a lot of games. Like Knights of the Republic, both Knights of the Republic games, I'd get to a certain point and then I would just like speed run the rest of the game just because I was so excited to finish it and then start a new character, like right away. Bethesda games, it was never quite the same as that. Because there isn't like a mad rush to the end
We are
in Bethesda.
fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
All right, talk to Vladimir. Perfect. But before I do, Andreja, please come down here. Andreja, yeah, there you go. And give me all of your stuff.
I'm not sure one thing. If there's anything you need...
Yeah. Okay, weapons. Actually, she can keep the weapons for now. But give me the spacesuits. Oh, no, sorry. I wasn't done.
What have you got for me?
Packs. Give me the pack. Helmets. Give me the helmets. Give me all the resources. Okay. Let's get all of this stuff. Take all. I'm now incredibly over encumbered. But considering my Mantis suit is not as good as what I'm finding anymore, like I kind of want to fix that. So I still do not have any high tensile spidroins. But I do have 5 calamites. Let's untrack. And I have tungsten. Let's do the tungsten first. Then the calamite. Hoping for sudden... I could have taken some drugs for that, but that's alright. Retrack it. Spacesuit mods. Alright, untrack. I don't know if they fixed this, but when the game first came out, if you're tracking a project and then you completed it, you couldn't then untrack it, and then you'd forever have the magnifying glasses on things you didn't necessarily need anymore. So I've just gotten in the habit of untracking before I research. And then when I've done all of that I can, then I go ahead and hit track again. All right, that's all I can do with that. Let's see if I can do anything with the Mantis suit. I kind of want to just keep using the Mantis suit just because, like, and this occurred to me today. I don't know if I already mentioned this, and it just reoccurred to me, but Bat Mantis. All right. So I can't do the third pack. I've already got the extra capacity there. I've already got the best I can have there with emergency aid. 3. I could turn it into a skip, which is better. Am I tracking it? I am. So let's untrack it. And sacrificing boost height for mobility. Try it out.
If you have to wear it, you might as well fit it to your liking.
I agree. All right, and the helmet. So ballistic shielding is not the best thing. EM and energy are both better, but I don't have the tungsten anymore. Sensor array, I think, is cooler than explosive. Mod 3, I haven't finished helmet mod research yet. So I can't do that anyway, and then this also requires that extra research. And then the suit. Explosive shielding is not the best, but I need that research finished before I can do that. I have the stuff, just need the research. Optimized servos for sprinting would be cool. And then exo servos would also be great, which I can do. Okay, that's untracked. Yes, please. All right, increased melee damage. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then I've already got the pocketed. I can't do that. That'll be useful in the future, but that's as much as I can do with my suit. But before I move on, basically taking away the resource thing would be useful. I need to make 17 more modifications to stuff. But it just so happens I've got all these extra packs.
You seem to have taken on more than you can carry.
Yeah,
if you require assistance,
not really.
Please, just say so.
I'm missing something for that. Sedatives. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to make a bunch of little modifications to these various pieces. That's already got ballistic shielding. We can put some explosive shielding on it. And that's what I want to get into these because that's going to be more expensive. It's already got an extra capacity. Basic boost pack. Ballistic shielding, yes. Sure. And then I'll just sell all this stuff. course, I'm getting a little bits of experience out of all this. Alright, I'm not going to be able to keep putting explosive shielding on stuff. I'm going to run out of the sterile nanotubing here very soon. But only 7 more anyway. We can do that all day. Alright, last one of these. These already have ballistic. That is the new one I got. So I can put ballistic shielding on that. Only 1 XP for that. Come on, come on. Okay, I do need... It looks like I needed polymer for something, but that may not be 100% true. Oh, nope. You can do that, though. There it is. And I have a level up. I have 2 level ups. So, yeah, let's take that. So that, and when I go into the next universe and I get another Mantis suit, I can just immediately just start improving it. That'll be nice. As far as the other point, I can take the 4th level of Neuro Strikes. I'm definitely taking this, especially for the last fight. After stunning an enemy, you also knock down any enemies within close range. Yes. All day, every day, yes. Neuro Strikes was like the main thing. When I first played the game, I was like, ooh, it'd be cool to do a character that did that. This is that character, and now we're there. Excellent. I still don't like how the suit makes me look like I got a pudgy, a dad bod pudge right there, but it is what it is. All right, with that, I can... let's take a look at my suits again, just the Mantis suit, and see if that changed anything. I don't think so. I think I need to do the research. Yeah, I can't even do the 3rd thing of that until I take a point in special research. So that's where that's going to be. Now, yeah. So I need more research before I can do anything with that. As far as the helmet goes, I think it's the same thing. I mean, it says you barely need anything, but clearly I need some tungsten. Okay, well, it may have reduced it, but whatever. All right, transfer. I do not need to keep any of the other suits anymore, but let's put all the resources in. Check my weight. Very over-encumbered.
The lodge feels... Did you need me?
Okay, first of all, Andreja, I want you to give me... You're using the modified hard target, are you? Yeah, that makes sense. Give me everything else. Then I'm going to give you just my heaviest stuff. Until you can't carry any more. Okay, 8.84 is too much. 8.3 is too much. 7 is too much. 6.3 is too much. 3.9 is too much. 2.3 wasn't. That wasn't too much. Pirate crew. That doesn't look like a pirate outfit, but... Okay. Okay, that way we can sell all that when we get to a shop. And then I'm going to put in whatever I need to put in here so that I can walk. So not much. 25 pounds worth. Again, I'm going to sort by weight. And put the heaviest stuff in here. Until we're below. And then just got to sell stuff before we leave the planet. All right.
Constellation has suffered
Vladimir.
losses before, although none quite so violently.
I need to inventory all our equipment.
Vladimir. You up here? You are up here. Oh, cutting through your bedroom. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry. I've been lost.
Oh, but it's because I changed the... It wants me to sleep for 4 days. No. Is he back up on the eye? He is back up on the eye. Okay. I do have a bunch of food. Oh, I just took that. I wanted to actually see what I have in here. Pretty much all just food. Food and drinks. Food and alcohol. Vodka, gin, and rum with soda and cola. Or, yeah, sour and cola. That seems a little weird. Mixing. Oh, Mystery Gravis suit.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Literally.
Okay, hold on. All right. Put those back. And then I'm carrying a bunch of extra food and drinks that I really don't need, but I'm going to get rid of one of the suits. But I want to take a look at this suit real quick, because obviously I like being the Mantis. Oh, it is so much better. It's ridiculous how much better this is. Look at those stats. All right, let's put this on just so that we can see, like, it's triple the physical protection, quadruple the energy protection, triple the EM protection. It does chameleon, which, granted, so does the Mantis helmet. And honestly, if it was black and had a bat symbol on the chest, it would almost look more Batman than this. This doesn't mean the helmet kind of gives that intimidating vibe. But, all right, yeah. Okay. I'm totally switching to that. And that replaces the pack and the helmet as well. $47, $32. Even with the pack and the helmet, it still doesn't come close to being as good as this. Okay, well, I guess we're putting the Mantis suit in. We're retiring the Mantis suit for the rest of this playthrough. I'm not selling it, obviously. And I'm still a little over encumbered. What else do I want to get rid of to bring that down? Certainly all of this stuff. I should put all these artifacts. They don't weigh anything, though. Let's sort by weight here. Ugh. Ooh. None of this stuff weighs that much. Still, might as well put it all in here. Solomon's maps. I should have turned that in. That probably all adds up. I must have got all this stuff when, from destroying ships. All right, now we're not over encumbered. That said, I don't need to be wearing this right now. Okay. We need to go talk to Vladimir, but we definitely need to swing by and sell some of this crap before we leave the planet. And that won't take too long. Especially now that I'm not over encumbered. Ooh, it's getting close to lunchtime for me. Okay, let's see here. Outland. That's a good enough place to start, isn't he? Not sure what I'm going to have for lunch today. Maybe lasagna. Yes, I said it weird just now. Lasagna.
Well, you're only as safe as your equipment out there. I would never dream of selling substandard gear. Outland has standards, and yes, by all means, have a look.
I'll start with my stuff. And just to give him more money. I think I used all my heal gel. 1 million. I have 1 million credits. Let's go here and go by weight. Okay. Okay, 289. I can see getting rid of Heller's cutter if I learn the ability to mine with my hands. Okay, now it's down low enough. I'll just take the rest of his money. 61 is not divisible by 9, nor 7, nor 5. Is it a prime number? In which case, it doesn't matter. So let's just do this. $54, that leaves 7, and then I just do one of these. That is all of his money. Excellent.
Good luck on all your adventures.
I'll hit just these 3 stores, the 3 stores that are on New Atlantis, whatever this is, and then I'll put the rest in my ship. Ooh, crusty mustache. It's from my protein shake that I had before I started streaming.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need.
Yeah. This took so long, I got hungry and thirsty.
Yes, of course. Please take a look.
Right. Same thing. We'll look at aid. We'll buy all of that. That's melee. And then we'll look at resources. I mean, I usually take notes on what I need for this. This is actually, that's going to potentially weigh me down more. Let's not do that. Let's go to all, sort by weight, and start going down the list. $84, that's probably... Okay, it sounds in the game. What am I hearing? Sort by value. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 84 is not divisible by 9, but it is divisible by 3 and 6. Carrying so much of this stuff. It's basically like weightless money. It's not weightless, though. I mean, it says mass 0 up there, but I don't think that's true.
Back to it, then.
Yeah, it's that little machine down there. And then Jemison Mercantile is the other store I want to hit. Which will be down...
Checking your record. Industrialist? That a fancy name for corporate asshole?
Hey now.
Nice suit.
Thank you. I'll overlook the whole corporate asshole thing for a moment. Where's my ship? Oh, there we go. Viewport. The well. It's that one. Carrying too much? How am I carrying too much suddenly? Oh, because I'm hungry. Derp. Now I can do it. I've been that hungry before. Okay.
Takes a strong mind and a good eye to
If it
sell
belongs
art.
on your ship, then I'm sure we have it. Oh, please, take a look.
Indeed. All right. First of all, aid, sort by value, and not ship parts, but I will take all of your trauma packs and your med packs. And more veal. Since that's what I'm using as a quick thing. I used all my snake oil. I'll buy more of that as well. Pizza square. I'm in the middle of a fat loss phase with my working out and everything, and so I'm going to cut. And I haven't had pizza, but I'm going to have pizza tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. My favorite kind of pizza in the entire world, and I'm very excited about it. I'm making an exception. All right, all weight, and start going down the list. I don't need the operative suit anymore. Definitely don't need that. Definitely don't need that. I mean, I've done all the UC stuff. Let's get rid of that. I did that whole thing. I'm getting rid of that. All right, now we're getting into stuff I don't necessarily want to get rid of. So I can't... Oh, I don't want to sell that anyway. Yeah. Just take all the rest of her money. And that leaves 4. Just pick one of those and... boop.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Okay. Now how am I doing for coffee? Down to 2. Okay. We need to buy more coffee.
Okay. Hello.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Okay. All right, with that, get back on the ship.
It seems to be where we left it.
But get up. Get up, get down. 911 is a joke in your town.
A good team always.
Yes, I want you to give me all the stuff you're not using. Nope, nope, we're not done. We're not done.
If I can take a...
And that way, I can put all of that into the ship. Honestly, at this point, I'm inclined to put the sword in there as well. It only weighs 0.10. Put the hat in there. Then we got what? Ooh, I should be selling that. It doesn't weigh anything. Those don't weigh anything. These do. 45 digipix. Yikes. I can put that in there. And these don't weigh anything, right? Sort by weight. The book does. There's got a couple of books. I was saving those books for what's her butt? The daughter. I haven't talked to her since her father's death. Maybe wait till the funeral, and then give her some books after the funeral. That seems reasonable. Frankly, I should put all of this stuff in here. I was at 85. Oh yeah, it doesn't weigh anything. Cool. It makes my inventory less gross, though. So, we'll take it. All right. To the eye. Let's see how many he's going to give me at a time. There's 6 undiscovered temples. Why are we going so slow? That's a little better. Put everything back into particle beams for now. If only because EM just doesn't really, unless you're planning on boarding a ship, basically, unless you're thinking about being a pirate, boarding a ship, killing everybody, and then like taking the ship over, like EM just really isn't a very good choice. I need to look into that a little bit more though, see if that's a feasible play style to not be having to destroy enemy ships, because if I can make Bruce completely non-lethal, that would be preferable for me.
Never been washing red here and there all over. The
Hey.
eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
Thank you. Just the one? Are we going to do one at a time from here on out? Because that seems a little... Oof. I think so. All right, well. Water safe, no magnetosphere. No fauna, no flora. I mean, that makes sense with no magnetosphere. Standard M style atmosphere, but cold. Okay. All right, hopefully it doesn't just assume that I don't want to be in the ship. Oh. Yep, cool. Get up.
Sure, I would be happy to chat.
You know, I hired you not for chatting. I hired you to do whatever it is I hired you to do. I don't remember.
Hello again.
Hi, everybody. They're so happy to see me. Their employer. There's an achievement for hiring a certain number of people for ships, and I clearly haven't gotten that yet. Oh, this might be tricky because I can barely see the scanner. Okay, it's kind of going a little wibbly wobbly this direction. Bonk. Maybe don't go down that big hole. I mean, until I see something else on the map or the scanner, that's... Ooh, what's that over there? Ice outcropping. Silver. Okay, we're getting wibbly wobblies this direction. Frostbite gained. There it is. Temple Omicron. And I'm pretty sure it'd be Omicron, not Omicron. Because it's not Omega. Omega is a different letter. All right, let's get the hell inside. Enough of this frostbitey cold. Nobody likes that. Hypothermia. God damn it. Get inside. Yikes. Okay, we can deal with that when we're on the ship, because I need to go back outside anyway, so... There's one. There's two. Oh, that's way over there. I don't think I'm going to get to it in time. Oh, yeah, well. 3 up there. 4. Nope. Nope, that's over there. I doubt I'll get to it in time. So I can get that one. Got that one. Nope. I think I would get, what, one more? Right, there it is. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, changing directions is not usually a good strategy. That's why I like to get like momentum going and just kind of go in a circle. There we go. That's a cool looking suit. I'll give it that. I think that was one of the freebies I got. Alright, give me something good.
Can you imagine how long this has been here?
Void form. Nice. Yes. I want to favorite that. Where do I want to put it? Honestly, like, I think here, and then I'll move Gravity Wave over here. Anti-gravity field, if I need to use that, I can pick it later. But yeah, Void Form, even better than Reactive Shield, because I can just not get hit by any munitions, move in close to something, and then just start punching. Way better.
Fighting alongside you is never dull.
But I still reflect. He knocked himself out by just shooting at me. That's fantastic. Okay, well, let's get back into the ship. Let's get back. All right. Oh, I may collect these powers off stream, but I won't attend the funeral and I won't go to the end of the game without being on stream. Just because, again, I've been streaming the entire story, so I might as well. Are you seriously coming at me, bro? Yeah, they're mad. You all mad at me? You know I'm the Mantis, right? I know I said I didn't want to have to kill people, but until I research a better way to do this, I will continue to do it this way. Plus, we level up. I mean, so... Ooh, what do I want to do with this? I need to disarm more for the final rank of martial arts. Pain tolerance could be good. That's maxed out. That's maxed out. Fitness could be useful. Oh, intimidate. I want to do intimidate. That's very, I think that's very Bat Mantis. I'm going to use that from now on. Okay. Power from beyond. Oh. Yeah, I'm past lunchtime now.
This is United Colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
I'm not landing on New Atlantis. I don't want to land on New Atlantis. Considering we have so many guns and suits and stuff in the cargo hold, I didn't feel the need to loot those ships. Status. Frostbite, hypothermia. So it's yellow and orange. It's hard to tell with my screen's colors the way they are. I'm going to look at the screen over here. Well, pretty sure that's it. Sort by value, scroll to the bottom. Because yes, that thing at the top would take care of all of it, but I want to keep those for emergencies. That's not it. I think it was reddish anyway. Frostbite, heal paste, and then we need the yellow. There we go. And that's for hypothermia. Snake oil. I just bought that. Not going to bother taking my suit off. I'm not sure I'm going to go do this one. I'm going to at least get it, find out where it's at. But again, I think I may just do these off stream.
The spanner's torque has never minded the solitude. Got one. I'd go into the astronomical charting data with you.
Yeah, one at a time. That's a little bit nuts, but 5 undiscovered temples. I was told, somebody told me that you can fill this completely in on each universe. And then it would go to like the second level and the third level of each power. I've never done that. At this point in the game, I've always just gotten impatient and just gone to the end of the game and gone through and hope to see like what cool things might happen in the next universe. Because I've heard there's a bunch of there's like a 5% chance that like really weird stuff can happen. But even if none of that stuff happens or whatnot, there's still there's more choices for dialogue. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens when one goes through the Unity. So now it says 5. Yeah, I'm gonna knock all those out before I push anything else in the game, unless it's time for the funeral, and then of course I'll just go do that. But let's take a look at where that's at. No, I just want to see. Sensor contact. The Alchemist. Have I been to this system before? Don't know. Hard to say. But I'm going to call it there because I need to get me some lunch. I'm freaking hungry. But hey, level 49. Not too bad. So thank you for hanging out with me today in my new room, my new setup. I'm going to get this monitor calibrated to be better colors to match what you all are seeing, hopefully. And in the meantime, you have a great rest of your whatever, and I will